Hey guys, Cam here from Notetracks with a quick tour of the new Notetracks Pro platform. So once the user logs in, they'll come to the project list page where they'll be able to see all the projects that they've created or that have been shared with them. From this page, they could go ahead and edit the title of the project, duplicate it, share it, or delete it. They could view projects that have been shared with them or projects that they own. In this case, we'll go ahead and create a new project and give it a name. Call it Marketing Video Music Selection. This will bring us to the main project page, which is where the magic happens. The user could go ahead and drag and drop an MP3 file, WAV, MP4 movie file from their desktop straight into the browser right here, or they could add a track simply by clicking Add Track. They're able to add it from their desktop by selecting Select File or via our Google Drive and Dropbox integrations. In this case, we'll go ahead and select the file over here and pick this instrumental. We'll let the track load. All right, and once it loads up, we have everything we need to control the audio and to see the audio visually. We could see its timeline and the waveform. We could also zoom in and out of it. We have playback controls over here that allow us to go to the beginning of the track or go to the end of the track, as well as rewind and fast forward in increments. There's a bunch of there's a bunch of shortcuts. So if you could go ahead and press Shift ? To see the various shortcuts that we have shortcuts for dropping notes as well as controlling the playback. In this case, we'll go ahead and press the space bar to activate the play. Now, if we want to drop a comment in, we could click the new comment button and it'll drop it precisely at the point that we clicked it. We could go ahead and click the spacebar button again to stop. If we want to fine tune where this comment is placed, we could drag the marker that it drops to the left or right. In this case, I'll go ahead and drop it to the beginning. You can also add a comment by double clicking onto the waveform. We can double click right here. Perfect. So you could add notes in the form of comments, but you could also add notes in the form of stamps or freehand drawings, as well as pre-populated labels. Anything you need to basically map out the track or to communicate any revisions or ideas. So we'll go ahead and drag and drop the microphone here. In this case, we'll talk about a voiceover that will probably be overlaid onto the track. We'll go ahead and drop some labels. Let's say this would be the intro. And if it was a video that we're working on, this would be the outdoor shots. Interview. Okay, we could use a shortcut, which would be Command D to duplicate this comment. Now replace all this with the big studio entrance is the next thing we have to think about. And then we'll end it off with an outro, the big studio interview. We can go ahead and change colors by selecting them and giving them a new color. And if you need any custom symbols, we do have a freehand drawing tool. Could draw in different ideas onto a little pad and have it sync to the timeline. So once we've added in our comments and notes, we can invite collaborators to be able to chime in on our ideas. I'm going to add one more comment right here. Okay. I knew exactly where I wanted to add it without playing back the track by the visual waveform, but I went ahead and played it just to make sure. Great. So I'll go ahead and click the share button and invite a few folks on the team to be able to give me their thoughts and opinions. You can add collaborators by simply typing in their email. And we could write a little message to them. And click the share button. Now, if they happen to be available at the same time, we'll see them log into the project with their icons appearing here. And if they start commenting, we'll be able to see their comments appear in real time, just like this. You can add multiple tracks if you like, and then be able to compare different versions. In this case, we're only working on one track. You could change the colors of a track. We have tags over here to be able to choose which track that we like. So if this one is the one that's going to work, we'll give it the green light. But at the same time, if we have multiple tracks, we could tag them differently. If we'd like to download the track, we could download it here. We also have access to be able to download all the comments into a text file. So if you received feedback from your creators and collaborators and need to print them out or be able to copy them, paste them into a document or an email, you go ahead and click the download comments button, which will generate a text file with the notes displayed with the time code. Everything in the project can be easily collapsed. So if you have a subthread that you have here and you want to tidy it up, you could collapse and expand it. At the same time, if you want to view certain tracks or only the tracks, you could go ahead and collapse the comments, stamps, and drawings. You have master collapse right at the top. As well as some sort options. So if you have multiple tracks and you're sorting by title, or you change the sequence of a few tracks by giving them different numbers, you could sort them by these options at the top. You could solo the track over here and as well as delete them over here. And that's pretty much it on this page. You have access to general settings where you could edit your profile name. If you want to see the details of your subscription, you can do so over here and log out over here. If you want to get back to the project list, you could always click on the logo to get back to the project list. One last thing we'll show is reviewing a video. So we'll go ahead and open up a project that contains a video. We've already uploaded an MP4 into the project, and the audio waveform has been split. In this case, it's a voiceover.
For us, it's mainly to write music that's going to be timeless.
So what we're going to do with this project is we're going to collapse the video and just close it down over here. And we're actually going to drag in a track with the instrumental that we're looking at to just see how it fits in with everything that's going on. So we're going to import the track. And once it's loaded, we'll go ahead and switch this color just to kind of give it a different look. We'll collapse both of these, and we'll play it back with the video just to hear what it sounds like.
For us, it's mainly to write music that's gonna um, be timeless. We're gonna be listening to this music 10, 15, 20 years from now, and it wasn't
We could also solo each track if we want to just listen to that specific track only.
the flavor of the month, of the week, of the season. It just sounds good 10, 20 years after. Only for yourself, then do whatever you want, you know. But if you are engaging in a market where you want to do it professionally, make a career out of it, it's good to listen to other people, what they have to say. Often you learn a lot of things from different people, so feedback in general is important, yes.
And there you have it, a simple, visual, yet powerful way to clearly communicate feedback, tweaks, and make revisions on tracks, allowing them to sound great and feel right. Great for content creators and collaborators working on a track and want to take notes on which parts to edit or fix, video producers working on the music for their spots, podcasters jotting down feedback notes to their interviews, and a wide variety of use cases for anyone working with audio. It's a platform to make the audio as well as video creation and collaboration process much easier. I'm Cam from Notetracks. Thanks for watching.